everyone tuning in to this Breaches VRML cast. My name is Jonesy Boy. I'm going to be your solo caster and cameraman today. We are here for the matchup between Team Juice and EXILED. Both teams at very similar levels on this EU leaderboard, which we will take a look at just here. If we look at the leaderboard, we can see that obviously Team Juice 23rd with a 0-2, meaning they've lost 2 matches 1-0, while we have at 20th place EXILED EU with the same exact ratio. These two teams being close on the table is obviously meaning that it's going to be a similar skill level, but being only week 3 of the season, we know that the leaderboard is not always accurate. Obviously what we're looking for is about 5 or 6 weeks into the season. That's when you really see these good teams appearing on the board and then being properly placed in. Obviously, this is the first time that these two teams have met, being quite close on the board. This is going to be a very fun match. We are just waiting for 2 more members of Team Juice and one member of each team now as one more loads in. If you're wondering a bit of backstory about me, I started casting, community casting on week 1 and I applied. I take passion in the game. If you're wondering what the game is, it's Breaches VR. It is a 5v5 FPS game where a team will start in the map defending a site with 2 bombs. There's 2 sites in each round. The opposing team must go onto the site, plant an EMP, and then defend that EMP. The ways to win are to either kill all the opposing team, plant the EMP, defuse the EMP, or wait for the time to tick out if you're defending. Obviously, being a high-paced game, you see a lot of different tactics depending on who you're watching and what teams you're watching. But overall, it's the same basic structure. Attack a site, hold a site, or just go out and brawl. Just waiting for one member of each team to get in currently, and then we will start with round 1. Obviously, this game being a very good game, you can play it on Quest 2, you can play it on Steam VR. It's made by Triangle Factory. While we wait for these people to hop in, I'm going to run some ads, because I don't think I can talk for like 4 minutes straight while we wait for people, so I will be back after this little ad break.
is for the future.
Yes.
Easy going right there. Looking at one more to go.
And here we are now, going into round 1 on Hideout. Team Juice starting on the attack, while Exiled EU start on the defense. Going for this middle floor site hold, it's just seeing everyone kind of have a little vibe, not much to do on the first round apart from just get into the building and kill to get your eco up. The eco in this game is very simple, works off kills, EMP plants, EMP diffusers and round wins. So we have Toad and Bosch upstairs already. Look like they're going to hop in. Gotta watch out for Nicholas going for this roam with his Spectral. Spectral, one of the best pistols you can buy. We see him get Toad and he's going to rotate out while Bosch is still waiting. Nicholas using a stim, which is like a stim in most games. You get a bit of health back, usually all your health, but it has a cooldown between uses. Bosch still going to stay on the top floor. Nicholas is going to watch. Picks up Cheese Mod off the window. Downstairs we have 2 roamers on the side of Team Juice, Koala and Quinix. Both just trying to get their push onto site, while Bosch is still upstairs trying to watch for Nicholas. Bosch getting rushed. Managing to get that headshot off, leaving it now a 3 versus 4. Koala is going to push towards the A site, trying to watch every corner. No door block on this site. Mios getting spotted by Koala. Now got to be careful. Mios with this full auto cyclone, a pistol SMG almost, get some nice shots off. Mios getting a few times by the team. Quinix on this flank. Koala getting rushed, manages to get the kill. He's going to rotate back around. Finto getting hit by Quinix with the headshot from the Spectral. One of the better pistols you can buy for these starting rounds. Koala now sitting back on the stairs while we have Bosch from above. 3 versus 2. Health advantage in the hands of Exiled. Nothing really going on. We have some shots from Zusa trying to get a hit off on one of the 2 enemies. Bosch the only one with a healing syringe. No one actually able to help out with health. Itopi pushing forwards. Doesn't know where both of these people are. He's going to try and clear every corner along his way. 2 people right behind this wall. He can hear them running around. Quinix going for a rotate. While Koala is still sat on these stairs, managing to get that healing syringe off that she had in her pocket. Koala coming towards Itopi. Does Itopi know? Does Koala know? Koala doesn't know. It's managed to hit one headshot on Itopi, meaning that is now a 2 versus 2. Bosch still above, trying to wait for this push to open up so he can get in, while Quinix still rotating. Quinix is rotated round to where Bosch is. Bosch now dropping and going for this push towards A site, trying to get on with this EMP. Zusa is watching this angle from the side. Bosch peeks, doesn't notice him. Quinix gets a drop, gets one. Itopi, last one alive. Bosch with the rotate around the block there, getting that kill, meaning the round there goes to Team Juice Esports. Getting them kills there will obviously boost their eco. Quite low eco after that first round from both teams, and here we are going into the second round where we see some different weapons being bought. So if you look in the bottom right corner, you see Toad has a different SMG. That SMG is the Omen. It's about 1,600 credits to buy. It can kill from decent range, nice SMG with about 30 bullets in the mag. We see Cheese buying a shotgun, while everyone else on the side of Exiled is buying a Cyclone. Good at long range, good at short range, and 2 stims being picked up by both sides. Toad picking up a breaching foam, Cheese bricking up that smoke grenade while Bosch holds a grenade just in case. Quite a lot of ecoing going off from the first couple of rounds because the whole aim is to save up for a Vezin. A Vezin, one of the best full auto SMGs in the game. It's not SMG, it's an assault rifle. It's a full auto assault rifle which one taps to the head from pretty much any range and is just altogether good. It costs 2,900 to buy. So you do really have to eco. So obviously Kalala could have afforded, but to get attack points as well, you've got to save up. Quinks and Bosch on this window where Finto is watching from inside connector. Toad and Cheese on hatch where Mios is watching. Just trying to hold off all these angles so no one can get in, while Kalala in the building from the bottom. Gonna rotate around as much as you can to try and get up to help your team get into the site. Cheese is dropped and onto B site, making a little bit of sound. Zusa not knowing where he is. Mios picking up Toad. Cheese just spraying with a shotgun. Heck, getting Kalala, but Cheese gets this headshot with the Kanan, I think it is. Cheese getting another on site with this shotgun, just getting kill after kill, trying to hold off all of these things that are happening. Obviously, the more kills you get, the better. Just means that you can hold off for a little bit longer, and your team can push it up. Mios getting Cheese with that Cyclone, because he was left on low HP. Bosch now going to rotate onto A site, doesn't know where anyone is. Etopi with a head peek, getting that kill, leaving it as a 1 versus 2. Quinix on the outside of the building here. Now Quinix has to be careful, he needs to get on the site and get the kills, or he needs to get at least 1 kill to even get near the EMP. Etopi doesn't know where he is, but jumping in this window will make a lot of sound. Being split across both sites is a good idea in case Quinix decides to rotate. Mios is sat on B site. Etopi thinks he's coming from Cube Room. Sadly not the plan, as Quinix is now working his way up to the roof. Is actually going towards Cube Room in the end. No window for him to get into on this top floor. Etopi may be hearing that rappel coming out by Quinix. Still on the roof, hops down to the front doors of Cube Room, where he'll go up to the second rappel point and hop in through this window. Mios now rotating round into connector, turning back onto B site. Etopi still sat on his boxes, got a nice view of the site if someone comes in through the door. Quinix now in Cube Room, coming down the pathway. He's got to be careful here. If he gets into one wrong gunfight with both people pointing guns at him, he's not going to be able to do much to save himself. He's going to rotate towards this EMP, which Etopi doesn't know he has. He's going to listen for as much sound as he can as Quinix. 14 seconds left. Sees that head peek. Tries to get a few shots off Etopi in that health syringe as Mios rotates back around. 2 versus 1. Quinix really low HP, no health syringe. Looks like he's just going to go in eco for this round to try and save that money. Exiled EU taking a second round. Honestly, wonderful gameplay so far. We've seen both teams manage to pop off, get the frags they need to try and keep this eco high, while also trying not to ruin themselves. If you try and peek too many angles, then you're going to lose players, which we've not seen Team Juice do yet. Trying to hold one angle at a time, each player holding one. Cheese looking like he might be going for the same shot again, while Kalala, Bosch, and Quinks all pick up this Vezin, which I was talking about. The Vezin, a very nice white-looking assault rifle, one-shot headshot, holds off very well against anyone, while every member of Exiled now has a Vezin. Obviously, this means that Toad bought his Omen last round, Cheese bought a shotgun, so he can't afford to buy every round. You must really hold this eco well enough to be able to fail off against these fights. Looking like a middle floor site hold again. We're not yet seeing the basement. We're going to see an even spread of people coming into the site. Quinix and Toad over towards garage. Cheese and Bosch coming in through the top floor, while Kalala going for the rotate on the opposite side of the building. Keck, ready for this rotate. Cheese, Toad, in. Keck gets one, gets two. Headshots, trailing around, making him able to get those kills well enough. Grenade coming out, down from Pinto. Coming from Finto onto garage door. Bosch managing to get shots over to Nicholas so that they can no longer use that Vezin to get more kills. Everyone on the side of Juice has a Vezin, 3 versus 4. Palau is going to rotate round down to the long corridor which links 2 rooms, one coming from balcony, stairs, and then one of the sides. Kalal is going to go very quiet while the rest of the team is still outside. Quinks and Bosch do not know where people are, so they're going to go in, try and find out, try and get a frag or 2. Bosch carrying that grenade could be very vital for clearing an angle. No one with breaching, and Quinix picking up that breaching foam so now they can drop from a hatch. All 4 members of Exiled are on a site. Itopi watching through from garage. Finto peeking with, while Bosch and Quinks rotate round to the hatch. Mios and Zusa unaware to this. Kalala rotating the full way round. Hatch is open. Mios moves. Gonna try and get a better angle on this hatch now. Zusa still has a view. Finto. We're gonna rotate round. Quinks opening up the other hatch onto the site, which no one is watching. Mios rotates round. Sees the hatch breaking. No pings as he's calling that out to his team. Kalala on the stairs of Cube Room, trying to see if they can get an angle on this far door. Quinks trying to see if they can see anyone underneath the door. Mios and Zusa both ready for the drop. Meanwhile, Finto is ready for the drop. No, he's not anymore. Off the other hatch, Bosch getting ready. Bosch making a few footsteps there. Throws a grenade down. Hits Finto for quite a bit of HP. Finto should be able to get a health syringe to get some health back. Itopi throwing that health syringe across. You see a lot of util being shared between the teams here. Kalala and Quinks still both on this Cube Room hold. We're not going to expect that many pushes now because we have to be careful. We have things going off. Quinks and Bosch still upstairs. Kalala could easily get onto site, plant in the corner. Wallbangs coming through the table. Kalala now inside. Quinks now dropping. Quinks getting one, not managing to get a second. Mios drops that. Bosch getting hit by Mios again. Kalala getting Mios and Itopi getting that kill to secure the round for Exiled. What a round. We saw a nice slow push coming from Juice, but Exiled having the people in the right spots does suit you well enough. They managed to hold well enough to not let anybody get on. Meanwhile, they're managing to hold the site themselves. They have free roam of that whole area that whole time. Juice need to try and break that so that they can then break the ranks and get into the building themselves. Seeing the bottom floor site now, much different from the top 2 as there's multiple hatches now. We have a hatch on kitchen, and we do not have a hatch on A? No, we don't. We have 1 hatch drop. We have doors on either side. 2 breachable walls into B, which we may see Bosch use. No breaching foam purchased again, so they're not going to be using the walls. Kalala still coming in from this top floor showers. Cheese mod rotating around to garage, where he will see Quinks and Bosch ready to go in. While Toad ready at long window to be able to just get into sight. Mios seeing that. Toad just trying to get a hold onto Wine Cellar. Quinks and Bosch now in the building. Bosch not noticing Nicholas on the rotate. Nicholas getting the kill, managing to stim. This roller playing very well. Grenade coming out by the team of Juice, not managing to get Nicholas in time. Cheese now in garage. Coming round to kitchen, where both Quinks and Cheese will watch this hold. Nicholas has rotated the 4-way round. Mios picks up Toad from hopping in the window. Kalala over in Cube Room. Meanwhile, Quinks and Cheese over in kitchen. Itopi in the jungle gym, hiding next to this wall, just trying to watch for anyone dropping down. Nicholas getting quinced on that rotate again. Roaming very well. Finto and Mios trying to hold a longer window to see if anyone will come and try and peek this. She's getting the hits with that Taurus, an $800, 800 credit revolver pistol. 1 shot to the head, 3 shots to the body. Works extremely well. He's going to then go pick up that Vezin. Kalala only having a Spectral. No, Jesper. The default pistol not going well. Picking up that Cadillo, I think it is, though. Just got to try and find weapons. Got to try and find things to hold himself. Kalala's going to give Cheese this med syringe. Kalala with the drone. Cheese. Walking around. They got to try and get a time onto site in the next minute. I'm quiet. Okay. Boost myself up a bit. That's probably as loud as I can go unless I move the mic like that. Thank you, Frosty. Kalala and Cheese going for this rotate. Kalala droning out. Going to the eyes of the drone. See Sousa in the bar. Coming down the stairs now towards the hallway, towards the arcade and wine cellar. Gotta be careful. Doesn't know where people are holding from because that drone was shot out immediately. Cheese looks like he's lagged out up in the top floor. Pinto and Mios holding that angle, going for the wall bang through the breachable wall. These yellow walls with the X are ones you can use breaching foam on. You spray the breaching foam down, you click the button on the top, and then the wall breaks down, so then you can walk through it. Creates a lot of noise and is risky to do, and we do see Cheese now disconnected. Kalala getting the peek onto site, not managing to hit a shot. Mios going for that repeat. And the time is up, meaning that Exile take that round with the win. Game audio is quite loud as well. There, the 4th round in the game, going to Exile, making it 3-1. Some wonderful holds from both teams, some wonderful possession from both teams. Obviously, Cheese now back in. Lovely change of mood, must have lagged out. Middle floor site hold again. This site, quite fun to get into. You have a lot of angles, a lot of peaks. No windows from the outside to just hop straight in though. We see Quinks coming over to the front door. Probably trying to get a hold onto these stairs, which is quite an occasional spot for roamers to go. Toad. Over near long window again. Bosch and Cheese both in cube room. And Kalala coming in through showers once more. We love to see this showers hold. The showers hold is wonderful. Kalala hopping in. Keck getting quinksed on the front door. No, he's rotated round and he went in through the window. Nicholas just going to keep watching that while Kalala is now in the building. Kinda knows where Nicholas is. Cheese and Bosch both in, going straight over to where the enemy is. Bosch going downstairs to where Toad is going to crawl through with the cloaking device. Cloaking device is a very good piece of util. It hides you when you're stood still, and when you're moving, still quite invisible. Nicholas getting Cheese upstairs, isolating these gunfights one by one. Bosch right next to site. Little bit of lag playing in there. Bosch is going to peek with his pistol and just try and get a few hits. Nicholas with the drop, getting both Toad and Bosch, making it a 1 versus 5. Kalala being the last one alive. Coming into bedroom now, just a drone, a stim, and a measly gun to try and get this 1v5. Gotta be careful now though, because they know that there is always someone roaming on the side of Exiled. Nicholas popping off every kill he gets, a massive frag for the team. Kalala getting that one-shot headshot, which we love to see. Gonna gently try and rotate round now. Gotta be careful. Exiled now knowing where Kalala is. Comms coming through. Kalala coming back through. Into cube room. Itopi on the floor, trying to get a nice angle onto the stairs, where we will see Kalala on the outside window. Not outside window, in the corner of the room. Coming down the stairs now. Itopi still trying to hold an angle. Maybe creating a bit of sound that Kalala can hear. Knows there's someone nearby, doesn't know where. Mios watching the bottom of the stairs from below. Itopi looking back up. 45 seconds left on the clock. Each round being 3 minutes means that you do have to push in quite quick. With the Vezin now, Kalala sees Itopi, doesn't manage to hit that headshot. Itopi manages to hit those body shots, so gets that kill, making it 4-1. These sight holds, these roamings, these are wonderful on the side of Exiled. This is the final round of this half now, meaning after this round, all the credits get wiped, you go back to your 900 starting credits, and you flip sides, so the attackers become the defenders, and the defenders become the attackers, meaning that you both get a chance at coming fourth. 6 rounds and a half, meaning it can end in variable ways. The way to win the whole game is to get 7 to a number. So it's max 7 to 5 if you both get the high scores. You can draw, getting 6-6, which doesn't count towards the VRML score. In VRML, it's best of 3, but you play the 3rd round for MMR. So even if Juice lose these first 2 rounds here, they still go for the 3rd map, which will be just for MMR. So you play all 3 maps to get the MMR. So if they win the 3rd map, they will still get a bit of MMR for changing that up. Round 6 now starting. Toad looks like he's going to try and go in through the long corridor window. No one really roaming. Nicholas actually trying to watch this window now. Snap turn. Toad managing not to get Nicholas, but Nicholas getting Toad. We have Bosch coming in from the roof towards where Toad was killed. On the bottom floor, we have Quinix now in the building. Cheese watching the door that he entered through. Kalala coming in from towards Cube Room. Manages to get a shot off, but gets hit themselves. No healing syringe for them. Nicholas just using his. Cannot do anything about it. He's still going to watch this angle though. He knows that if he gets a kill, it's going to help the whole team. Quinks coming on this rotate. 5 versus 4. Cheesemod still sat outside. Bosch and Kalala coming up onto the roof. Quinks seeing the door blocker. Nicholas not noticing where Quinks is. Quinks can hear him. Trying to get an angle. Quinks getting the kill on Nicholas. The top fragger of Exiled getting taken out there. Bosch getting Bosch with his own grenade. Where was that? That was on the roof. He missed his grenade down the hatch. We have Koala opening the shower door again. While it looks like Cheese has lagged out again and has become a bot once more. Getting that grenade in there. Trying to hit people. Hits Finto a little bit. Static field. Deals tick damage to the opposing team. The defenders place it. Well, they throw it and then it turns into that field which deals tick damage and slows you down. The bot picking up the EMP. Quinks still in Cube Room. You've got to be careful now. This wall is open so we can now get onto site. Could use that as a distraction, but Kalala now coming in from behind him. Arnie, the bot, in the building. Getting wallbanged. And he is dead by Finto. Quinks trying to get a shot off a Topi who has just dropped Kalala on that long shot. Quinks managing to get that kill. Popping that stim. Trying to get an angle off. It's quite hard to get an angle from this far. Mios getting that kill. Taking the final round of the first half. Making it 5-1. Going into half 2. Now that we see the halves change. We see Exiled on the outside of the building. While Bosch and his team, Team Juice, are now on the inside. Cheese still lagging out. Not getting back in just yet. So let's see what the plan is here now. We see that Exiled are very good at holding this defense. They can hold sight and they can do it well. They always have someone roaming and he roams well. If we have a look at the scoreboard, we can see that Nicholas 12 and 6, that 2 KD coming in handy Obviously, being the biggest roamer, he has the highest chance to die. But he also has the highest chance to get the kills per round. All the team coming in from this side of the building. Middle floor site hold. Zusa looks like he's going to jump through the window. While Mios, Atopi, and Finto all coming in from this corner. Finto coming in from the main door. Atopi and Mios coming in through garage, while Nicholas, still on defense, goes for this roam. We do see Kalala on the roam on the side of Juice. Atopi being hit by someone there. Toad getting Mios, but Atopi gets Toad. Finto low HP himself. Keck gets Kalala upstairs. Finto getting the foam down. As described before, you spray it, you press the button, and the door does open. It's kind of like an automatic door, just it requires a bit of spray and then a boom. Zusa getting the other foam down onto this site, opening them both at once. Quinks and Bosch a bit split on where to watch now. You peek one, you peeking them both. Arnie getting Nicholas, Quinks getting Finto and Atopi. 1 versus 3. Quinks quite low HP, doesn't know what to do. Zusa, only with foam in his hand, has to be quite careful. Trying to get an angle off on someone. Quinks still behind the box. Zusa coming in, notices Bosch, gets a few shots off, but then Quinks from the side, getting them shots to take him out. This momentum coming back, making it 2-5 from the side of Team Juice. I do hope my mic is a bit better. I know I turned down the game audio significantly. My mic is just very quiet, but the sound is very loud for me. I hope the game audio is alright as well. I know gunshots can be loud, which is why I adjusted that. Here we go. Going into round 8. Top floor site hold this time by Team Juice. While Exiled coming in 2 on balcony. Finto going to chuck some breaching foam down to Zusa. He's going to play a bit of catch while they wait for the round to start. A lovely use of time. Something that you can just do to entertain yourself during these long buy phases. Zusa not managing to catch it. Nicholas now coming out of spawn. 3 of them up on the balcony. Nicholas coming to join on this top floor site hold. We have Finto pushing his way up. Zusa joining Mios, Nicholas, and Atopi. Opening up the long corridor. Going into bedroom. Hatch is open onto bedroom. What a hatch to open first. Nicholas getting some long shots with his spectral here. Quinix, the only one on B site. He's got to be careful now. Obviously, his teammate just going down behind these boxes. Nicholas getting Arnie, the bot, with the headshot. Foam down on the wall. And looks like they're going to do the same on the other wall as they just did on the last site. Atopi getting Quinix. Site now theirs. Atopi rushing Toad. Toad going down. Kalala, last one alive on the side of Juice. Doesn't really know where people are. Gotta be careful. Goes for the peek. Recoil a bit too heavy on this gun. Doesn't manage to get Atopi, who takes Kalala down. Making that 6-2 to Exiled. This means that if Exiled wins one more round, then they take this map. Otherwise, we see maybe if Team Juice win another 4, we see a tie on a hideout. Hideout is the smallest map by far. It's the most active map. These long corridors, but these short little intersections between the sites. It means it's all for both teams. We see a final basement site here for the Team Juice. All that really matters now for Exiled is to get in, get the kills. If they get the kills, they don't have to worry about the EMP. Two of them coming in from down in Wine Cellar. Kalala still going for the roam on the side of Juice. 4 of them on this side of the building now. Atopi coming from the stairs. Looks like Mios and Zusa are the only ones coming in through this door, while we have Nicholas coming in through the window, going down. Trying to watch this long angle. Bosch gets killed by Mios on the cross angle. Setting off this proximity sensor, which makes a beep when you're in range. Wonderful util for the defense. In Boiler Room, Quinix gets hit by Nicholas, meaning A site is now clear. Pressing on to A. 5 versus 3. Hatch is open. Mios, the main one going for this rush. Sees Arnie, gets Arnie. Toad. Going down. Meaning Kalala, the last one alive, has to go for this wide flank. Atopi, with the cloak, getting the kill. Meaning that that win goes to Exiled. Yeah, lovely. And that was not going to do that. It's fine. Exiled getting those kills, obviously. We see Atopi coming back with that huge clutch. Getting them 11 kills, but Nicholas top fragging for that team. We do see Finto taking quite a lot of steps, not beaten by Mios. Obviously all the steps, meaning that they move around more, they're walking around more. Nicholas going the less, even though they looked like they were roaming the most. The highest kills on the side of Team Juice coming in by Quinix. Just meaning that they were there when the opportunities were, just like Nicholas was. Getting them kills just helps your team thrive a little bit more in these rough angles. What a round one. Obviously losing Cheese halfway through that round, meaning they end up with a bot. The bot still getting a few kills. Quite a good round one for both teams. Obviously round one always being the warm-up. It's always the one you want to watch out for, as it's always the one that decides like the momentum. So now we see Team Exiled EU, they will have this huge momentum boost, while Team Juice will feel a little bit down that they've lost a player, but they went 7-2. Getting those 2 rounds is still key though, because it gives them a little bit of a push to say, we got to this round, we knew what we were doing wrong, how can we work on this? Obviously they're going to see if they can get this one other person in, and we are going into Skyscraper for the second map. Skyscraper is a wonderful map. It's quite a good one to play on, as it's a very long map, only having 2 floors. Meaning that for the third map, we will have Factory as well. Obviously, with that first round, it just kind of shows how it is going for every team. Just shows how everyone is playing. And just so I don't tire out my voice, we are going to run some more ads while we wait to see if we get one more on. Kalala coming back in. Not Kalala, we do see a fifth person. Oh, coming back in. And it looks like we are about to start round 2. Round 2 being Skyscraper, quite a fun map. Obviously, it's a much larger map, longer corridors. Only being 2 floors though does make it a little bit more confusing to learn. Juice on the defense this round. Let's see what goes on. Starting with this top floor site hold in broadcast and radio. We are going to see a little bit of a different game plan come out from both teams, because a lot of different things happen on this map than other maps do happen. I do want to say, if you are enjoying Breaches, do hit the subscribe button to support us. If you hit that subscribe button, you get notified when more casts are going on. Every time we upload a new video, every time we go live, you'll get a notification, especially if you hit the notification bell. Quink sat behind these boxes, watching into radio. That is control room, what am I on about? Atopi, Zeusa, Mios, and Finto all hopping in. Walking up. Quinkst, gonna have to 1v4 this door. Notices the foam behind the box. Finto gets some hits off. Nicholas from behind. Atopi picking up Bosch as well. Getting that EMP down now means that Team Juice will have to rush in to try and get a few kills. Atopi getting U. Nicholas getting towed, meaning just Kalala left the Team Roma. Nicholas going for the peak. Kalala getting that headshot. 1 versus 4. Doesn't really know where anyone is, but we do see Finto holding this very good angle from the outside window. Kalala coming in. Finto getting the headshot, getting Kalala, meaning the Exiled take round 1. Very good way to start a new map is by taking the first round, keeping that momentum going, and making sure that you try and keep a wonderful hold on your lead. Honestly, what more could we ask for? This game, it was so close for a few rounds, but then you kind of see that you get a little bit tired after a while. Rounds do get long, but rounds also do become more fun. We do see Finto, Zeusa, Mios, and Atopi all full buying, everyone full buying Vezin this round. Obviously, with that push in eco, they can try and get some big frags. Meanwhile, Quinkst is running a Taurus. Bosch is running that Spectral, same with U. And we see a Omen from Toad. Quinix switching that out for a Viper, another really good SMG. Honestly, the SMGs in this game are wonderful. There is not much you can do. Coming in now. Bottom floor site. Coming in from towards bathroom. Nicholas already in from fountain. Doesn't really know where anyone is. Quinks in. Getting 1 with that SMG. Seeing that the window is now open. Trying to get some shots off. Hits 1. Goes down himself. Foam down. Bosch not realizing he's going to have to hide with his Spectral. He's going to watch this little vent cover. Finto picking up U down the corridor. Atopi and him both going to come down the main way. Opening up the site of B. Both hatches open. Bosch still a little bit hidden. Gets 1. Bosch tries to get a second. He does. Getting them kills there. Making it now a 2 versus 2. Kalala on the flank. Tries to hit Zeusa. Gets down. 1 versus 2. EMP is down. They do not know that Kalala's going to go for the rotate. Not noticing Finto rotated with. Finto and Kalala playing Ring of Roses. Kalala with the peak. Wonderful shots fired. Wonderful kills. Sorry about the little distracting there. Had a bit of a food drop off to eat after the match. Now, That there was a wonderful round. Obviously, then getting 2 Vezins on round 2 without having to buy. Oh, what an eco boost for Team Juice. Honestly, it is wonderful to see. It is wonderful to do. And what more could you ask for? Atopi looks a little bit stumped on what happened there. Obviously, their eco is going to take a massive hit. They're going to have to go back down to these pistols before they can start avoiding these Pheasants again. We see the other site here now. No, same site as the first round. What am I on about? These sites get very confusing very quickly. TV set. Wonderfully demonstrated by Triangle Factory, the developers of Breaches, this wonderful FPS game that you are witnessing. Bosch gonna place a trip mine on these double windows, doesn't reach to the second one, and no one is rushing there. 4 of them coming in from the top, 1 of them on the wall. Mios getting ready to go in while Topi is in vent. What an angle vent is. You can see quite a lot of this room. You can get it out while the rest of the team is going downstairs. Ooh, on that flank. Ooh, getting Gazusa. Nicholas going for that peek. Ooh, manages to pick that up as well. While 3 of them now in server. Pinto getting that foam down. Exploding it. Quinkst was holding that angle, now behind the boxes. Bosch getting the kill with the Vezin. Finto still trying to peek this with the Cyclone. Bosch is going to rotate round to his team. When Finto is now on site. Ooh, picking up a Topi, making it now a 1v5. Kills are going wonderful. Ooh, picking up 3 of the 4 kills so far. Quinix, hearing that EMP plant, goes for the push on Finto. Finto very low. Gets an actual gun to use now. Viper. EMP. Fake plant. What a thing to do. The fake plant is very good as it distracts the enemies. But Toad getting that very small angle onto Finto, taking round 2. Meaning once again, they don't have to buy that much. Obviously with Quinix dying, they're going to have to buy him or he's going to buy himself. But we are going to see a few Vezins from the side of Exiled. We see 3 Vezins, a Viper, and then Nicholas not yet buying. Nicholas may be having tracking issues. Wonderful thing of the quest too. Now we see the opposite side for this top floor. We see storage and we see studio. Studio is a wonderful site because you have your door and your door blocker. You have another wall to breach through. You have your little connector, and then in storage, you have another breachable wall. We do see Finto coming down. Looks like he's going to come in on this little hallway outside of studio, while the rest of his team is on the other side of the building towards where Vent is. Finto either going to rush straight in, or he's going to go nice and gentle and just wait for his team to get in the building. With his team in the building, they're going to work their way down the stairs, with right at the bottom, Kalala knows they're up there. Nicholas working his way down, then setting off that Proxim. Ooh, getting 1, Mios taking that kill. Ooh, not using a Vezin, but instead still getting some wonderful frags. Kalala gonna go from this peek from behind, picks up Mios. Nicholas goes for that spin. Kalala now rotating around, not noticing Nicholas with the drop. Meaning Zusa can now pick up this EMP. Turning it now into a 3v3. Finto still waiting outside, all 3 members of Juice on site. Nicholas, we're going to rotate round to Finto, giving Finto the all clear to come on in. Finto holding that breaching foam, going to immediately open the door, getting a Vezin thrown on the floor just in case they need it. Obviously everyone already has a Vezin. Both of these walls are going to get open at the same time. Toad, waiting. 1 wall goes down, 2 walls go down. Nicholas picking up Quinix in the back of studio. Not in studio, in storage. Toad, 1 versus 1. Finto getting that kill, taking the second round for Exiled, making it now 2-2 instead of 2-1. Accidental scoreboard there. coming in now from the helicopter spawn. There's only like 2 or 3 spawns for the attacking side here, but honestly it doesn't really matter. You get this whole minute to just kind of walk around, find out what you want to do, go where you want to. Seeing the same site again, seeing TV room, broadcast, and seeing mixing, obviously blocked off by a box. Sadly, not able to use that as a rush in. I wonder what we're going to see from EXILED this time, because if you go for the same push over and over, it's not going to work out as good as you think it is. It never does, because the enemy team starts to learn your patterns, and then they can start combating them by placing players in those key positions that you use. Instead, coming over towards red stairs, 2 of them, one going up and around towards cargo. Fintel looks like he may hop in through to lounge. Nicholas inside over near studio, trying to clear it out. Knows there's probably someone roaming, and there is. Ooh. Knows there's some people here now. He does have to watch for this flank. He knows it's broken. He sees Mix. Doesn't manage to get a kill as Zeusa, as coming in, manages to get him. 4 versus 1 that fight was, and sadly he did not come out in the right way. Body on the floor. EXILED coming through. Probably going to come into radio, which has a static field placed in the doorway. They cannot get through. Placing it in the corner. Very nice place to place it. They're noticing the door blocker there as well, so they are probably going to come in through the main hallway. Nicholas coming to the door blocker. Breaking it down. Where we see both Toad and Bosch on site. Bosch trying to hit the drone. Toad getting the wallbang on Nicholas. Bosch going for that shot on a toppy across the room. Toad still holding between the TV monitors. He's trying to watch both angles at once. Finto peeks. He gets Finto. Topi also peeks. He gets him as well. What a double kill there by Toad. Mios on the far side. Does Toad know? Toad sees. Gets a few hits off. Trying to go for that penetration shot through these boxes. Quinks with the side angle. With the Viper, gets Mios, taking the 3rd round for Team Juice. Coming into the final round of this half of the map, we're going to see some full buys coming out, and we're going to see some teams trying to go for some weapons that they don't usually use. Obviously, everyone just needs to spend all the credits on, if they can afford it, a Vezin, or they want to buy the best gun in their hands. Some people really good with the Taurus, some people really good with the Viper. Even the RCP can be good if it's in the right person's hands. We're going to see pretty much every piece of utility bought by the defensive side, as it's just what you do on the final round. You get as much util down, try to utilize it as much as possible. Those door blockers, those proc sensors, those trip mines, just getting everything down in a location, so that instead of struggling to hold a site, you have all this util, which is just going to hold, and it's going to be a fight for the enemy team to get in. Nicholas coming down to get ready to come in through Fountain. Maybe has his controllers down. In offices, we have 3 members. Bosch rotating out. Quinix and Toad kind of just vibing. Everyone coming in through one spot. Main office. No one actually holding this. We do have Kalala on the roam upstairs, but no one actually holding this spot. We see Ooh lag out, replaced instead by the bot, Baptiste. We hear Finto placing the foam, that proximity sensor right behind the fire hydrant. Fire hydrant? Fire extinguisher. Finto with the foam down on one wall into A. He's going to explode it and get the foam down onto B. Itopi picking up Kalala, who was roaming. Bosch taking down Finto, making it even harder for the enemies to now get onto site. Quinks picking up Mios, Atopi still left on the stairs. Zeusa and Nicholas both holding this. Bosch getting that penetration shot off onto Zeusa. Honestly, these angles, Atopi gotta get in sight. Doesn't notice Toad in the corner, meaning that half is won 4-2, Juice in the lead. We love to see it. Obviously, with Juice now in the lead, they got to keep this momentum. They win 2 more, they can't lose this one, and then it's all decided on the 3rd map. If they win 3 more, then they win this map, which is wonderful for them. Obviously, the more they hold, the more they win, the better it is for them. They can then focus on doing other things. They can then focus on this final map to try and win. They know that they have a chance of winning the first game of this season, their first game. On this first time, they are coming in for the ground floor hold. Quinix and Toad in the main plaza. Bosch with a bit of ping, not realising. Meanwhile, Bot Baptiste ready to come in straight through this door. I'm losing someone. Kalala coming in on the far side into servers. Bosch coming in on the 2nd floor where there is a roamer. Nicholas, we saw him last time. We saw how lethal he is. Bosch copping in. Trying to watch for anyone roaming. Trying to get this hatch onto B site open. Getting that foam down. Toad on the bottom floor. Coming straight onto B site. Manages to pick off a Topi. Mios still behind the divider. Baptiste rushing inside with his Taurus. One shot. Doesn't manage to take anyone down. Toad now watching the angle. And we have Bosch drop with the EMP. Mios peeking. Toad not able to see. Zusa now peeking as well. Both of them rotating in and out. Mios getting killed. And then Finto rotating around also gets killed. EMP on B on the floor. Need to get this plant down. Need to just try and play around the site now. From above their own hatch, Nicholas managing to get those kills. Zusa picking off Toad, making it a 1 versus 2. Zusa does have a health syringe. He's not able to use it. It is on cooldown. And Kalala gonna go for this slow rotate onto site. Zusa trying to be careful, trying not to make sound. Trying to get this health syringe off so that he can then return back to full health. That will bring him back to the health advantage against Kalala. What a round so far though. Kalala on. Trying to be careful, thinks she hears someone from behind, then spins back around. Nicholas watching this far hold, getting those shots off, managing to get that kill. Kalala moving a bit too slow to be able to aim the gun at the head quick enough. But what a wonderful round though. We see Juice immediately rushing onto site, getting these kills, taking them out. Now coming in with the studio and storage. What a sight to hold. You see similar rushes coming in from most teams in this. You come in onto the long corridor, and then you just try and hop in straight away, get the breach open. We see Kalala heading that way while everyone else kind of just pointing guns at each other for now. Toad and Quinix coming over to help Kalala, who seems to be coming in from the bottom. Toad's going to get ready on the window, while Bosch still rotating around on top floor, losing someone else again, having the bot back in. Finto listening out, Kalala on the bottom, Nicholas getting that kill, Quinix managing to get him, Vezin now on the floor that he could pick up. He doesn't decide to though, he decides to go up, rotate around with the team in this 4 versus 4. Bosch and Toad going down the stairs nice and slow. Meanwhile, Kenny the bot just kind of running straight towards the site with his gun. Bosch and Toad, slow and gentle, wins the race. Quinix coming in from behind them. No one really watching this flank. They can just walk straight into this hallway now. No door blocker down, but we do have 3 Vezins on the side of Exiled. Toad watching the corridor, now switching to studio door, where a Toppy is hiding. Toad not managing to get a Toppy in time, a Toppy getting the kill. A Toppy, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Bosch down this long corridor, in and out, just trying to hold it. Meanwhile, Quinix still sat in the main office. Finto hopping up to a bit of high ground where he can get a nicer view on the corridor. Bosch rotating around. Looks like he's going to drop. So does Quinix. Looks like maybe they're going from outside and going up. Bosch picks up that Vezin, puts the syringe there for Quinix if he wants it, which he does end up grabbing. Bosch now hopping back in, Quinix closely following. 55 seconds left on the clock to take this round. Finto still hiding in the corner of sight, and the Toppy still over on these boxes. That green light is bright. Quinix and Bosch both ready. Gonna come up these stairs in main reception. 35 seconds on the clock. Quinix has EMP, so if they get sight clear, they can get in. They can clear it, which is exactly what they want to do now. Bosch coming around. Foam. Trying to get all over that wall. Wall bangers coming through. Bosch very lit up. Goes for the explosion. Gets the heal. Zeusa down the corridor. Managing to get a nice peek. Quinix going for another peek. Gets hit by a Toppy from behind the boxes. What a round. We see some nice slow holds. Nice shots coming out. Making it now 4-4. We do see that Juice were much better on the defensive side for this map. What a change usually. Obviously, if you have a good defense pattern, then it's really easy for you to play defense. If you have a good attacking pattern, it's much easier to play attack. Still having the bot on the side of Team Juice. Bottom floor site hold this time. The one connecting to bathroom and offices. Lounge. Kenny looks like he's just going to hop straight in. No mess. Meanwhile, people rotating around on this top floor. Bosch looks like he's going to hop in through the side where Kalala is. Kalala's running all the way around over to the vending machines. Toad and Bosch still here on this front door. Mios getting Kenny, Nicholas getting Kalala on that flank from bathroom. Toad cloaked now, almost invisible to the eye, bright blue for himself. Now into, I forget the name of this room, into mixing. The time completely wrong on the computer. He's going to try and rotate around, try and get a hatch open so that he can support his team. Bosch, not knowing where Nicholas is, gotta be careful. Nicholas knows he's there, he can see the line, getting them headshots gets him that kill. He's gonna hop out, knows the MP's there now, knows that he can just watch it, while Quinx and Toad even need to frag up here. They still have to go back to Nicholas, or they can go get that EMP, kill Nicholas now. Quinix coming down from the stairs, over towards offices where Kenny died. Gentle, slow, standing behind the little cart. A Topi going for the peak with the Vezin. Leaving it in a 1 versus 5. Toad has opened the hatch. Zeusa might notice this. If not, then someone surely has to notice the debris on the floor. Yeah, Mios, now watching that hatch. Not much Toad can do now. He has to get onto site, Get these frags. Get that EMP down. Honestly, the less people that is on your team, the much harder it is to just get them frags yourself, because team game, when Mios gets towed, putting multiple angles on that window, 5 to 4 here on map 2. Seeing the game go this way must be a little bit of a disappointment for Team Juice. They had such a lead in that first little half of this map, 4 to 2, and then it's gone down. They've won no rounds. They've lost all 3 rounds of this half. Their morale must be steaming, but look at them. They're still holding on, just praying that they can get a few kills, a few pop-offs. They now know that if Exiled win one more round this half, then it's impossible for Exiled to lose. They can only tie or win. So Juice kind of want to reduce that. They want to win all 3 rounds now, or win 2, lose 1, because then they still have a chance to draw the entire game on that 3rd map. Love catching that button. Kalala opening up the window there just as a bit of a distraction while the rest of the team comes in from the other side. Nicholas getting to Bosch and Toad, hitting Toad through Bosch's body. Quinix coming in still from the top. Kenny firing some shots at a Toppy, not managing to connect, or Kalala droning from outside. Quinix getting the roamer, Nicholas. EMP down, outside. 4 versus 2. Kalala on a very wide angle with the Vezin. Finto going for that wall bang onto the window. Kalala no longer there, hiding from a Toppy. Finto now going for the exact same peek, not managing to see anyone. Kalala hiding very well. No one knows where Quinix is, now he has the EMP. Kalala just got to watch this angle very carefully. One wrong peek could go wrong, they could lose a player, which is not what we want to see for the side of Juice. Quinix coming for a full map rotate, coming down to help Kalala, probably coming in from the window. These door blockers take a lot of bullets, or you can punch them, the weakest part being the little handle which we see on the side there. Kalala is going to try and get eyes on it, try and shoot it out, but doesn't want to get hit themselves as they will take a beating. Hitting it now, breaking it down. Around 8 bullets with the Vezin to break it. Gotta be careful, grenade coming through, hitting Kalala for a little bit of health. Stim. No one having foam to get into A site. 2 Vezins, 2 stims, and a dream for Team Juice. Meanwhile, Toppy and Mios holding this very wide angle. Toppy got a nice little peek between these 2 boxes, decides to put his head back, notices Quinix, gets that one-shot headshot we were talking about with the Vezin. Kalala still on this back angle, still trying to get this flank. Honestly, the more kills you get, the better it is for your team. Kalala getting rushed by 2, a Toppy getting that one-shot headshot once again. Exiled now no longer able to lose this round. Honestly, you see this wonderful comeback from some people. They come back from, what, 4 to 2, and then they work it up. Or they come back from 6-0 to 6-6. It completely depends on how you play the game, how you are, and how you interact with everything. It's all dependent on the way you play, and your positioning, mainly, because if you poke one wrong bit of your body out, like your arm, obviously playing in VR, you can move your arms around, you can move your head around. If you move one wrong bit of your body, then you're going to get hit. And that is not always good, because that every bit of health counts. Toppy listening out for anyone on the outside, where Kalala is now dropping, not realising there isn't a window there on that 2nd floor. Kenny getting ready to immediately rush through, while Toad is going to work his way up. Bosch, Quinix, and Kalala all near vent. Bosch now going to go down this wall, down to the bottom. Kenny opening up and in, getting wall banged by Finto. Headshot. Bosch now going down the wall. We have Kalala in the vent. Obviously, being a bottom floor site hold now, they do have to be careful. 4 versus 5. Toad and Quinix in the recording room here. Quinix going to rotate round to above where Bosch is. Bosch having his window in bathroom open is covered by Zeusa. Quinix and Bosch meeting up here on this top floor. Toad going down these stairs. RCP, no, not RCP, Cadillo in hand. Another really good assault rifle. Really good at getting some long range kills. Overall, a well played gun. Toad, gotta be careful. Doesn't know a top, he's just on the other side of this wall. Gonna peek. 2 people shooting there. Toad and Kalala managing to get that kill. Still, Zeusa and Finto still on site. Nicholas getting the kill on Quinix. Bosch managing to get that kill for the refrag. They are still there, managing to get that kill, making it a 2 versus 3. Toad still watching this back angle. Kalala rotating through the middle. Toad getting that kill on Mios. Trying to find a Vezin now. Finds it, picks it up, and we'll start using this now. Picking up the EMP as well as a few gadgets that are around. That health syringe being the most important. Kalala in blue corridor. Trying to find if they can get away into toilets. Toad still behind the boxes. Over near red stairs. Doesn't notice Finto could easily go for that wall bang from behind. Lots of shots going through that wall. Gonna have to watch into toilets now as the door blocker is taken off. Toad setting off that proximity sensor. Sadly, now revealing his position as Kalala goes for the rotate. Zeusa with that headshot. Toad versus 2. He's going to get onto site now. He's got to watch for Zeusa. Toad sees him, hops up, gets 1. 1 versus 1. Time is over, meaning that map 2 goes over to EXILED. What a wonderful hold by EXILED. What a wonderful round by EXILED. We do see a few good kills. Wonderful kills so far. Both teams playing well enough in these rounds. Trying to just hold off, trying to get these kills. We see Toad top fragging for Team Juice with 11 and 8 deaths. Bosch close behind with 8 and 10. The most killed on the side of EXILED. Most kills on the side of EXILED is Nicholas with 12 going 9 deaths. Atopi with 10 kills and 7 deaths. The biggest mover wasn't Nicholas again, even though he was doing the most roaming. It was Mios on the side of EXILED. Now, Juice can see if they can get one more person in to see if they can get this 5v5 for Factory, the final map, or are we going to see them just go in 5v4 with the bot on their side? Who knows? Who knows? What a game so far though. These games are going wonderful. They're trying to hold as much as they can, shooting together, holding these angles one by one. I am going to take a quick break from breathing as my mouth has gone very dry. But quickly, I do want to say, if you want to see more Breaches VRML, if you scroll down below the video, there's a red subscribe button. If you click that, there's a bell. When you click that, it will give you notifications when I'm not even going to be able to talk. Here we are, going into round 3. If you click that bell, then you get notifications when lives or videos are posted up of VRML casts. Oh, I had a bit of an OBS problem there. Let me run that again. Going in to round 3 now. The final map is Factory. Juice on the attack once again. Exiled on the defense. This map has been around since beta. Is a really fun map to play on and is my personal favourite. Well, alpha. This map is a lot different than most of your traditional maps. You see a lot of different holds coming on. You see a lot of different angles. Being a free floor map, free sites. So let's see what Team Juice can do. The bot mainly just comes in from the first spot that comes to his mind. Bosch, Kalala and Quinix opening up into assembly, while Toad opens up into boiler. Well, cooling. This being a bottom floor site hold, we see Nicholas noticing sounds from over here. He's going to come in, notice Bruno on the floor, revealing himself to Kalala on the roof. Nicholas getting shot at by Quinix with that Taurus. Toad on bridge, into meeting, through into connector to bathroom, clears out bathroom. Having Quinix and Kalala here all on bridge, trying to get an angle on anyone that is roaming. All 4 members are near site, Atopia in the site connector, Zeusa in workshop, so is Finto, while Mios is in packing. Kalala and Quinix here. Quinix dropping, making quite a bit of sound. Taurus in hand, Bosch also dropping, Kalala staying up on the top. Toad has gone for a full rotate. Sees Zeusa, manages to get the kill. Atopi now has to watch this from the back angle. Quinix and Kalala coming round for the help. Toad getting shot at by Finto. Just got to be careful. We know where he is. Quinix getting some shots off with the Taurus on Mios, not managing to hit anything just yet. Bosch picking up Finto. Opening up the wall, Toppy picks up Bosch, who was in connector with him. Toppy coming out of connector, gets that house syringe. Toad quite low. Mios still in workshop. 2 versus 3. Toad placing this foam down like a spray paint artist. Mios noticing the door now open, where Quinix can go for this huge flank if he knows where the enemies are. Now on site. Toppy still on the side of workshop. Mios still trying to go for those peaks on Toad, who is now at 36 HP. EMP is going down. Both of them rotate immediately. Quinix getting noticed. Mios with that one-shot headshot. Kalala with the Spectral gets that kill, meaning just a Toppy in workshop. Gets Toad. Kalala hitting him once immediately with the stim, giving him that advantage that Kalala does not have. Kalala peeking it. Toppy managing to get those shots on Kalala with the Cyclone. Gotta find the EMP now. He knows it's now below the box and goes to this defuse. To defuse the EMP, you put your hand on the dial and you spin it till both the waves overline. Having a little dance as he has won the pistol round. We love to see people winning, celebrating. And that goes round 1, Exiled, getting that momentum already. What a wonderful first round. Honestly, you love to see people popping off first round as it makes them happy. We look here. Even splits of kills, Atopi picking up 3 for the side of Exiled. Kalala coming up to the top floor. Middle floor attack this time. Bruno coming in through the exact same door as last time. You see a lot of similar pushes coming from the bots as it's all they really know how to do. Coming in to the second round of this map now. The bot rotating up to the top. Looks like he's going to drop into assembly. Toad looks like he's going to walk onto assembly. while Bosch and Quinix coming in from the top. Bruno rotates around to the other side, immediately shot up through the window by Toppy with the Vezin. Quinix and Bosch on assembly, Toad in meeting, Nicholas not noticing, but Finto knows. Nicholas points it out, Toad in foam, Toad placing foam while cloaked, Quinix getting that headshot with the Taurus. Nicholas AFK by the looks, Sousa, gotta watch this angle, hits Quinix. Toad has sight open, one in server, Mios with the Taurus. Nicholas now moving to the side as he's been lit up, Bosch going for the plant, and Mios peeking from server. Bosch getting that EMP down, rotating back, Kalala on this close hold, manages to pick up one. Nicholas still AFK, Mios in the corner. Kalala gotta be careful. Going for the wallbang, Bosch picks up Mios. And Nicholas, last one alive. Now back. Jesper. 2 versus 1, 18 HP versus 200. Bosch still holding this off angle. Kalala noticing Nicholas, Bosch getting the final shot off, meaning this round goes to Team Juice, taking their first round of the map now. See if they can keep up this momentum, picking up 2 Vezins. Wonderful idea. Now, what they can do, they can either share these Vezins out to the team and buy themselves a new one, or keep it, and if they die, they have enough money to buy themselves a new one. Obviously, kitting out a Vezin worth 2.9k, and then having to buy utility, which can add up to 800, 900 a round, depending what you're buying, it gets expensive quickly. Everything having a different price as well, meaning it's even harder to remember exactly what you want to buy when you want to buy it. But what a game so far. Final map. An hour and a half in on factory. Kalala on this low ground. Top floor assault this time. 2 people over near blue. Toad and Bruno in on main room. Toad looks like he's going to rush straight into assembly and straight round to orange stairs, over to where Kalala is. Toppy, the only one on B site, everyone else in A and connector. Nicholas getting hit by Bruno, RCP, going semi-auto. Quinix now coming through. Toad picking up Finto, Sousa picking up Toad, Bosch picking up Sousa. Grenade going out. Mios, hearing the bounces, still goes down to that grenade. What a kill. Quinix placing this EMP down. A Toppy, 1 versus 4. Getting revealed by that drone. Kalala using it. Still getting them pings off. Still no Toppy is in connector. He's going to try and find where these people are. Bosch with his head peek. Quinix with the rotate. Toppy getting him. Stimming. Bosch still in the head peek spot. Goes to the peak. Ducks. Very low now with his Vezin in hand. Bruno. Set around. A Toppy picking up Kalala. Bruno not noticing he's behind him. Spins around. Notices. Spins back around. Bosch 1 versus 1. Toppy goes for a kill. Bosch gets that kill, securing it in himself. What a wonderful win by Juice. Getting them kills. Obviously, they can't win the whole match now, but they can win this map, which does give them MMR. MMR is the multiplayer ranking system. It's how you get ranked on the board. After a few games, you get your actual ranking, which is a star, and then you get set into your MMR. Every bit of MMR counts, as it pushes you into the higher reloads, the higher MMR you have. Oh, it's been a wonderful game so far, though. We're seeing a nice little comeback from Team Juice. Meanwhile, Exiled probably getting a little bit tired by this. This has been a long game, but a wonderful long game indeed. Quinix ready to drop down into assembly. Bottom floor again. Kalala going in. We do have the bot. No, we do have Toad coming in through the bottom. The bot coming in behind. Toad coming straight round towards B. Door blocker. Breaks it down. Looks like he may just be rushing. Zusa, obviously hearing that door blocker go down. Quinix behind. Holding with the Taurus. Not buying yet. Trying to save his credits. Great. Lands in the corner. Quinix not noticing Finto in the corner. Finto getting that kill. Toad getting Finto. Mios picks up that health syringe. No, that grenade, throws it, bounces straight back. 4 versus 3. Toad gets Zusa. Still trying to watch for these peaks. Mios on the far. Toppy on the close. Toppy getting Bosch and Toad. But Bosch does pick up Mios, making it now a 1 versus 2. Koala upstairs. Bruno going for this flank. Setting off this Proxim. Where Toppy can now watch for him coming in. Bruno the bot missing his shot, meaning it is now a 1v1. Health advantage severely in the hands of Exile. Every health point counts. Or hit point, I don't know what you want to call it. Every single thing counts. Kalala has to try and find a health syringe to try and get the health back. And there is one set right in this box, ready to be used. Instead, Kalala is going to try and go for this one-shot headshot, which we see with the Vezin. Wonderful thing to do. If you get that headshot, it just secures you the round now. Kalala having to be very careful. Slow rotate round. Not much to say about this. Just got to be careful. Notices the door blocker. And Finto. Still sat in the same spot on his teammate. Watching for this rotate, which we knew should happen. But you don't know when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen at all. Koala sadly setting off that Proxim. Toppy now knowing where Koala is. Koala walking straight in. Toppy just better gun placement, getting the headshot. Wonderful, wonderful round 4 for the team of Exiled. Taking back their losing streak and just turning it into a win. I don't know why I'm so tired, it's not that late yet. Let's carry on going. Round 5 now. Juiced, trying to buy these Vezins. Got 3 on the hands. No, 2? 2. Kalala buying a different gun. And Quinix still buying this Taurus. Very expensive gun if you do not get your frags with it. If you get your kills with it, then you get your credits back very quickly. And if you stay alive, obviously you keep it and don't have to rebuy it. Middle floor sight hold now. Bruno coming in for assembly with his shotgun. Toad and Bosch in office. Quinix on the top and Kalala over on blue stairs. Bosch getting in. Toad breaching the window. Bruno running straight down bridge. Coming straight into meeting. Or control room. Getting headshot through the wall by Bruno. Bosch sees them. Doesn't manage to get a hit off and drops onto the tank. Bosch just going to walk in. Quinix and Kalala coming round. Kalala coming in through the main room into table room. Shots fired. Quinix. Nicholas in this room, not knowing there is people literally just around the corner. Toad picking up Mios. Where even is Toad? Toad over on orange stairs gets dropped by Finta. Quinix and Bosch both here, trying to go nice and slow. Kalala rotating now in table. Finto picks up Quinix with that one-shot headshot. Grenade going out by Bosch. Gotta watch this cross angle. Hops in. Kalala still taking it slow. Almost onto B site now. Coming into B, you're gonna have to watch out. 1 versus 4. No one actually on B. Kalala is completely clear, but you don't know that unless you're in this third-person spectate mode, like we are. Not even a third person, it's a free roam spectator. Kalala, gotta be very careful. Marksman rifle in hand. Doesn't know the health, position, or really the weapons, other than they probably have Vezins, and they probably have looted all of our bodies. Not much you can do. Everyone just kind of watching this EMP now. 45 seconds on the clock. Kalalo walking in. Kalala gets a headshot on Finto. 17 seconds. Gonna have to frag out hard here now. Finto. Oh no, Finto, not Finto. Itopia. Finto doesn't know where Kalala is. Kalala knows Finto's in server. Not watching the cross where Nicholas goes for the peak. Gets them shots to take down the opposition. Wonderful round 5 there by both teams. Wonderful playing by everyone. Not much you can do to combat that. Honestly, the more frags you get in these earlier rounds, the better it is for you. Because then you ruin the opposition eco. But now being the final round here, we're going to see everyone buy what they can. We do see Quinix disconnect, and instead a bot joins in his place. Sadly not being able to utilize those credits first. A Viper is being bought and another shotgun for the side of Juice by these bots, while everyone else is just trying to afford the best they can. Bosch obviously with a Vezin, Kalala with the Oriel, I think it might be, or the other one. Kalala. Looks like they might be hopping down. No, they're not. Blue stairs. Oh, yep, they are. Bruno ready to hop straight in here. Opening the window immediately. Zusa getting noticed by Bruno. Bruno hitting one set of pellets. Meanwhile, Toad coming in from below. And Timo going up. Bosch still on this peak into blue hallway. Not managing to get a kill off there. Instead, Toad walking up. Might be able to get a pick onto Nicholas. Which he does. Toad trying to get another one. Gets Tish, the bot. One member of Exiled now lagged out or disconnected. Mios picking up Toad with the refrag. Timo with his SMG. Gonna have to pop off as Kalala comes in from over near lockers. Mios getting Timo with the headshot. 1 versus 3 for Kalala. Gotta be careful now. Kalala, not knowing where people are, notices the door blocker, doesn't want to make too much sound. Mios coming into hatch room. Kalala notices, doesn't manage to get those shots quick enough, meaning it ends 4-2, meaning that Exiled currently in the point advantage after this first half. Obviously much better for Exiled now to have this point advantage, because now they have a backup round, is what it is. When you have a 2-point advantage, you have a nice little backup round where you can almost mess around a little bit. There's not much you have to do, not much you have to worry about. Instead, you can just frag off as much as you want. Interesting to see now, though, there is 2 bots on the side of Team Juice. 1 bot on the side of Exiled. Obviously, with the VRML rules, bot takeover is not allowed, otherwise it would be a lot more fun, because the person who dies first, usually the person who rushes first, would be able to take over a bot, have a second life, but it'd have a much different eco as the bot buys weirdly. Bottom floor site currently. Both Tish with EMP and Nicholas over on this far. Kalala in assembly, in this corner, quite hidden from the community. Tidge already in. Everyone else waiting a second. Mios, Zusa, and Nicholas all in the store. Mios is in, getting this box peek. Notices Bruno, gets the headshot. Zusa with the foam. Nicholas entering site, noticing Bosch on the back box. Finto picking up Timo. Bosch peeking Mios. Kalala with the flank, gets Mios, and Finto picks up Kalala. 1 versus 4, Toad. Toad managing to get 1 kill. Iron sight, Nicholas picks him up, taking round 5 now for the team. Exiled much more in lead, much stronger holding. Not much that Juice can do. Their eco is just simply better now. Immediately, Exiled are going to just buy the Vezin. They know they win 2 more rounds, and then it'll be a 3-0 in total. Not much you can do there, honestly. Well played so far for Juice. If they manage to come back here, I will be shocked. I will be very shocked indeed. Bosch and Kalala both in assembly, just kind of chilling about, trying to hold this flank. Obviously, with 2 bots on their team as well, they are going to have to be careful because these bots are very unpredictable. All 3 of them over in assembly. Kalala now rotated out. Toad going over to odds offices, not knowing that everyone is over near the front door. Subtract Ninja Nicholas, who is coming in on the top balcony of this main area. Nicholas breaking it open, Tish hopping in from below. Everyone now in the building. Nicholas also drops over to where Tish is. Both the bots still on site. Bosch and Toad in the corner of assembly line, while Kalala at the top of blue stairs. Mios getting the kill on Kalala means Toad can now rotate out, knows the position of a few players. Nicholas going back into museum now. Tish being lit up by Timo. Timo back in server, goes for a few shots, and Finto manages to get that kill. Bruno getting Nicholas, Nicholas getting Bosch, trying to get that pre-fire. Bruno, Mios taking him out. 1 versus 5 for, and Finto taking out Toad, meaning this next round could be the final round now. If Exiled win, the whole game, all 3 rounds actually, will go to them. Otherwise, if we get 4 more wins, it'll end as 2-0, with Exiled only winning 2. Got to be careful now, they are going to fall by again. Tish, obviously a bot, not knowing what the best eco is, just buys a Viper. It would really be nice if they added a random number generator to the bot so they buy a random weapon, rather than just buying the same things. Coming in now for this bottom floor assault, 2 plays with foam, 3 syringes, and obviously the EMP. No drones, no grenades, no flashes, no smokes. Just pure weapons, and honestly, what do we expect? If you can aim with the gun, then you're going to be able to pop off. The grenades, obviously a huge range on them, but aren't mandatory. Finto hopping up to the top. Nicholas opening up into assembly line. We do have Bruno roaming. Doesn't notice Mios and Zusa, who managed to get that kill. Also getting kill on Timo, the other bot. Toad here. Doesn't manage to get Nicholas. Does get him low though. Immediately Opening up these walls. Finto, coming in. Opening up workshop. Trying to create as much sound as I can. Kalala watching that. Zeusa managing to get that kill. Meaning at the end of the round, we have another win. Oh, that's the wrong one. Round 3, the win. Going to Exiled. What a round 3. Obviously going 2-7, 4-7, 2-7. Wonderful, wonderful game by both Exiled and Juice. It all came out to who was holding which angles, who was holding the right peaks, and who was holding which guns. Seeing in the end though, we did see Nicholas going quite well in the first 2 maps, not going as big and bold in the third one. But what can you expect? It is a wonderful game. Breaches obviously made by Triangle Factory. If you want to try it out, it's on both the Oculus Store and the Steam Store. We're gonna end the stream here. I've obviously been Jonesy, and you know what? Let's roll the credits.
Pre-season of VRML Breachers is brought to you by Triangle Factory, HyperX, Asterion Products, VR Cover, Arma.gg, Kiwi Design,